Escaping the Titanic, the incredible, true story of a brave 12-year-old. April 10th, 1912. The Titanic, the largest and most luxurious ship in the world, set sail on its maiden voyage from Southampton, England. Among the passengers was 12-year-old Eva Hart, traveling with her parents to start a new life in Canada. Eva was filled with excitement as she stepped aboard the unsinkable ship. The Titanic was like nothing Eva had ever seen. It was a floating palace with grand dining halls, a magnificent staircase, and lavish rooms. Even the third-class accommodations, where Eva's family stayed, were better than most ships' first-class cabins. Eva loved to explore, running her fingers along the polished wood and peeking at the opulent first-class areas. She even made new friends with other children on board, playing games and sharing stories about their journeys. But despite all the wonder, Eva's mother couldn't shake a bad feeling. She believed no ship should ever claim to be unsinkable. 4 days into the voyage, on the night of April 14th, Eva and her family were fast asleep when a strange, jarring noise woke them up. It wasn't loud, but it was enough to make her father curious. He left their cabin to see what was happening. When he returned, his face was pale. "Get dressed quickly," he told Eva and her mother. "The ship hit an iceberg, and there's water coming in. We need to get to the deck." The Titanic's grand halls and bustling corridors were now filled with confusion. Passengers were hurrying to the lifeboats, clutching their belongings and loved ones. Eva's father led them through the chaos, keeping them calm as crew members shouted instructions. When they reached the deck, the freezing night air hit them like a wall. Eva could see the massive iceberg that had ripped into the Titanic's side, looming in the darkness. As the lifeboats were lowered into the icy waters, Eva's father knelt down and looked her in the eyes. "Take care of your mother," he said. "I'll see you again." He kissed her forehead and helped them into the lifeboat. Eva didn't want to leave him, but there was no choice. Women and children were being sent off first. As the lifeboat was lowered, she clung to her mother's arm, tears streaming down her face. Hours passed as they floated in the freezing cold. The lifeboat was crowded, and the icy wind cut through their thin clothes. Eva and her mother huddled together for warmth, watching in horror as the Titanic's lights flickered and the massive ship began to sink. The once proud liner tilted higher and higher into the air before breaking apart and disappearing beneath the dark, icy waves. The cries of those still in the water echoed across the ocean, chilling Eva to the bone. Finally, as the first rays of dawn broke the horizon, a ship appeared. The RMS Carpathia had come to rescue the survivors. Eva and her mother were pulled aboard, wrapped in warm blankets, and given hot drinks. But as Eva looked back at the empty sea where the Titanic had been, she knew her father would not be coming back. Eva grew up to share her story, becoming a voice for the Titanic's history and its lessons. She spoke about the bravery of those who faced unimaginable fear and loss that night. Her courage as a 12-year-old reminds us that even in the darkest moments, hope and strength can shine through. The Titanic's story is one of tragedy, but also of incredible heroism, and Eva Hart's journey ensures it will never be forgotten.